Greetings, fellow students, and today I'm going to show you a little simple tutorial on how to play Assassin's Creed. So what I'm going to teach you guys is the basic movements, the weapon uses, the points, and the currencies you can earn within this game. And what I'll be also showing you is the weapons, and I'll be also showing you guys the maps, the hiding spots, and a variety of enemies and kills. So let's get to it. So obviously the simpler steps that you can do when it comes to moving around on your computer is obviously S, W, A, D. Those are the basic movements, and your mouse is to look around. Now another thing you can do is that you can use your weapons, like the Phantom Blade. You only just click on your right trigger, and then you hold your left, and then you let go and you fire. Another thing you can also use is your Berserk Blade. What the Berserk Blade does to enemies is that it can basically make the enemies go crazy. So you just do the same thing. There you go. Now what you can also use is your firearm. What I decided to use for now is my normal firearm that you use, which is the flintlock pistol. So you do the same thing for the other weapons, and then you hold it like that. And what you can also use, your weapon, your sword. This little fine little thing that you can use. And like I mentioned, we're talking about skill points. So when you go to your menu, go to character customization, and right there are your skills. Or also the ways that you can earn these and unlock these skills is by doing like a story mode or heists or do like co-op missions. And that's the way you can get sync points. That's what they call it. The currencies that you can get is either do quests, do some challenges, and also do heists, which will also earn you currency. Now moving on to the weapons. Like I said, go to your character customization, your gear loadout, and there's all these variety of weapons. One-handed, long, heavy, pistols, rifles, and guillotine guns. We'll be presenting you the one-handed weapons. I'm not going to go through it, but some of these weapons you can use is like you can use sabers, different swords, and much other things. Now what these little stars are, they are the difficulties on the weapons, and the higher the difficulty on the weapon, the better, like stronger enemy you're able to kill. Another thing that you can use is your long weapons. So you can use like fences or like maces, axes, all of that, anything. And it's the same thing too. What you can also use is your heavy weapons. So you get your pickaxes, hammers, like heavy swords, and much more too for it. And you see that there's also, you can also buy these weapons with currencies too, which is a really good thing to use. And moving on to pistols, these are all the pistols you can use, like starting from the normal pistol, and you're going up down to here where you can have a gold-plated pistol. And you can also have like the other special guns, like the 3-shot duckfoot or the 5-shot duckfoot. Another weapon you can use is the rifles. These weapons are not really commonly used within the game, but it is a really special thing to use. So like you can use your blunderbusses or just a normal rifle. That's what they use. And also the next thing you can use are guillotine weapons. Guillotine weapons have explosives, so you can use that as like a gun and a weapon at the same time. So it's a melee weapon too at the same time. Now moving on to the next one is basically the map. Well, I'll be showing you like the original picture of what the map is supposed to look like, but they have like different variety of like areas you can go. So for example, so you can travel to any of these places that you want to go, and that there will be either quests, cockades, chests, investigations, or basically just anything else but whatever's in the game. Another thing that I wanted to show you too, like I said, is different variety of hiding spots. Now, I'm not going to go farther into the map to shorten the speech, but there's basically hay bales, like down there, and there are corners you can hide in. So, for example, when you go through, like, say right here, you can click a space bar, right? So you travel down, right? And then when you go down, what you could do is that you can also blend in with the crowd, or you could just hide in corners like these. The main strategy to do in the game is stealth. That's your important thing. Now, another thing I want to say, that there are different varieties of enemies. Like I said, from different difficulties to fight them, and they either have the heavy weapons, light weapons, or officers, or basically any other things that you can imagine. Now, another thing I want to show you is different ways to kill. So basically what you can do is like this guy right here. You can do it a one-way thing and use your hidden blade that you have on your two wrists. Another thing you can do too is that you can dual kill. So basically you sprint up to them and does it like that. That's how it works too. Another thing you can also do is that you can do a quick shot. So basically what it is that you go up to these guys, you do a quick shot, there they go. And these guys do E, which is parry, and then when you kill them, it does that. That's pretty simple. Now, moving on to, like I explained, for the Berserk Blade. This is what it does. So it takes around like 5 seconds or so, and then you'll start attacking his own ally, and that's how it works right there. You can use a different variety of bombs. For example, like smoke bombs. This is what happens. It's like a smoke bomb. But there's also different varieties. Like there's the cherry bomb. It's like a firework basically. When you use this, it's like firework. Now when you use poison gas, it provides the gas and it damages the person. Another thing that you can also use are money pouches. You throw in the streets and then the people will collect it as a distraction. Another thing you can also do when you are low damage per se is that when you click Q, it'll let you heal. And that is very important for you to heal, because if you die, then you get unsynchronized and you go back to your spawn point. Now another thing you can also do is air assassinations. And you can also do either a single air assassination or a double air assassination, but the double air assassination requires sync points in order for you to unlock it. And that also means that you have to complete the sequences or the stories too. For example, like this. That's a double kill. For a singular air kill, it's just this. Just the same thing like this. And you can also... Overall, this is how you play the game. There is plenty of tutorials on how to play Assassin's Creed, Unity, or any other Assassin's Creed game out there. This is the game I wanted to show you guys. So thank you guys for listening to my presentation, and have a good day.